This is the on-island board meeting. This is one of the biggest Tida on-island board meetings I've seen. And this is in a tent near Marseille.
Welcome, everybody.
Fei Tsen is her name.
This is our first on-island in-person meeting in over 3 years. It's a cause for celebration. For some, these last 3 years were wonderful. Illness, isolation, fear, and for some even loss. But these were also the years when we saw how important family, friends, and neighbors were, and how important it is to have parks and open space, and how important it is to have a community. And that's what we are trying to build here on the island, a new community, a new neighborhood of San Francisco. And I think this is a good time to remind ourselves, for those of you who are new to Treasure Island, what the vision is of Treasure Island, and to acknowledge the progress that we've made in the last few years. The master plan for Treasure Island was passed in 2011 after years of discussion and public debate. That was over a dozen years ago. I am still struck by how far-thinking and sustainable the plan is for Treasure Island. The focus is on building 8,000 units, new homes, but it's a mix of housing from the very low to moderate to high end. And the most remarkable feature of the master plan is that there will be 300 acres of open space and parks. It will be the largest addition to the city's park system since we built Golden Gate Park. This plan is really a great plan for the city. We're going to have a major new waterfront park along the water's edge. We'll have a promenade along Clipper Cove. We're going to have wetlands and wild natural areas at the northern edge of the island. We're going to have neighborhood parks for sports and children, and yes, even dogs, all connected by bicycle lanes and pedestrian trails. This plan has won international recognition. It is the largest development in the world to receive LEED Platinum certification for neighborhood development. It has received an award from the Clinton Climate Initiative, and its plan to address sea level rise has been adopted by BCDC as a model for all the communities around the bay. We have been continuing to work. First, the geotechnical work for the first phase of development, which will make those sites on Treasure Island actually more safe than being on the Embarcadero and the mainland. And we have new water and sewer lines, and we're building a gray water system which will irrigate the landscape on Treasure Island. This is the horizontal infrastructure that we have been building so that we can build vertical infrastructure on the island. We have opened the first new affordable housing project with Sale May, the first affordable housing project to be finished and occupied on the island. The first market rate condominium project at Bristol is completed, and we are under construction on the next housing developments, including one by Mercy Housing, with supportive services from Catholic Charities. If you see the stormwater gardens this spring, they were blooming with poppies and lupines and other beautiful native plants. Those plants and their seeds were gathered before construction began and then nurtured in our nursery on the island so that they could be replanted after construction was over. It shows that infrastructure, a stormwater system which filters and cleans the water before it goes back into the bay, can also be a thing of beauty. Many master plans actually sit on a shelf and never get built, or they get outmoded in their idea. But I think the vision for Treasure Island will last because it is sustainable, it has equity in mind of providing affordable housing as part of its core mission. It will take decades to finish all that we hope for the vision of Treasure Island. But we've accomplished so much in the last few years, thanks to Baudet and the Tida staff and our partners, CIC, and thanks to an amazing group of the best architects, landscape architects, and engineers in the country. Let's build up Treasure Island. Let's not pull it down. And we owe it to future generations to get it right.